Cloudy. My name's Cloudy. Go back to the channel. You know what I'm saying? If you ain't checked out my past video, make sure you check out my past video. Today, we got a video from the Cosmic Wonder. No more Avenger movies.
Well, it looks like Marvel Studios is not going to be giving us another Avengers movie for quite some time after Avengers Secret Wars. Now, going into this new universe after Avengers
I know the music
Wars
saga is coming,
basically what we expect to be the peak of Marvel. We finally have a universe where almost every character, practically every character, can exist within the same universe. The X-Men, the Fantastic Four, the Avengers, Spider-Man, everyone.
So I would think with them coming with a mutant saga, the fact that they have a Secret Wars and everybody's coming together, you know what I'm saying? I would think that would kind of open a file for a lot more Avengers movies to come, you know what I'm saying? With just more characters added to the story, you know?
But why is Marvel Studios deciding not to do an Avengers film for quite some time? Well, fortunately for us, you might hear this and you might think it's bad, but fortunately for us, it looks like Marvel Studios does have a plan, and I actually think it makes a lot of sense. So Kevin Feige, the president of Marvel Studios, has already confirmed they will indeed eventually recast the Avengers, specifically Iron Man and Captain America. Now, he just used those two as an example, but I do believe he's going to recast basically the OG Avengers team. So at some point in time, we will get a new Avengers team. And this time, it's not going to be a combination of the Thunderbolts / new Avengers with some old legacy characters and some new characters all thrown together. No, it's going to start from the ground up, which I think is great. So it'll essentially be
It gotta be the Young Avengers, bro. The Young Avengers gotta be what they starting with, bro. They cannot, bro. They can, but I'm just saying, like, bro, the Young Avengers gotta get their shine, bro. We gotta see these young born heroes, you know what I'm saying? The heroes that was born with some of these powers, you know what I'm saying? Like, I want to see T'Challa's son go crazy. I want to see Thor's daughter go crazy. I want to see Captain America, if Captain America kid survive, you know what I'm saying? Because if y'all didn't see my past video about what Dr. Doom does, go see that, you know what I'm saying? I want to see him. And I'm pretty sure I want to see Tony Stark's daughter, bro. I feel like she might end up putting on one of his suits, you know what I'm saying? Like, maybe she don't, but I'm just saying, like, there's potential, you know? I feel like they got to start with the Young Avengers first, bro.
Phase 1 that we got from Marvel with the new Avengers. However, they have to establish some things first. And we already know a handful of projects that Marvel Studios is planning on doing in Phase 7, starting with the X-Men. So what Marvel Studios wants to do at first is ignore the Avengers for a little bit. I do hope we get some teases, not cameos or anything like that, but when the X-Men are in the X-Mansion, maybe on a TV in the background, it says something about Tony Stark or Steve Rogers. You just see the name, right? Something that says, hey, just a reminder, although we're not focusing on the Avengers right now, the characters do exist and we'll introduce them later. That's what I hope they do. So we're going to focus on the X-Men first because they're a team and there's a lot that comes with the X-Men. Really, just a lot. In fact, we might get 2 X-Men movies before we get
two X-Men movies.
But obviously, the new X-Men team has to come into play.
You know what I want, bro? And I ain't really, bro. I want a Cyclops movie, bro. And the reason being is because a lot of people talk a lot about Cyclops, bro. They be saying he's I want to know why he's the leader, bro. Am I tripping, or do the movies and stuff don't really give him that much shine, bro? Do I gotta watch a certain show or something like that to see what Cyclops is really about, bro? I want to know why he the leader. There's got to be a reason. It can't just be because he's smart. You know what I'm saying? It has to be like he has to be able to take down all the other characters, not easily, but give him a fair fight to be the leader. That's what I'm thinking, bro. If I could beat you up, bro, you can't be my leader.
Sadie Sink is playing Jean Grey. I think she'll be a part of this new X-Men team since she is also going to be in Secret Wars. And they have her for another movie planned after Secret Wars, which is going to be the X-Men movie. So we're going to get all the new characters for the X-Men. They're going to introduce them, and they're going to give us a pretty good story. And that story might tie into some other stories and other teams as well in Phase 7. But then we have the Fantastic Four. Fantastic Four 2 is already confirmed. Now, I do think we have some issues here, maybe with Doom, if it's not Robert Downey Jr.'s Doom. So whatever the Fantastic Four 2 establishes, I think they have to make it pretty clear what's going on with Doctor Doom. And I think connecting Doctor Doom to the Fantastic Four project would be a good way to do that.
Do y'all think Fantastic Four 2 movie is going to take time? Like, it's going to be... The movie itself is going to take, Am I saying it right? I'm saying, is this movie... Do y'all think this movie is going to be before the Secret Wars stuff that happened? Like, it's going to take time. Like, the time that is happening is going to be before the time the events that happened in Avengers Secret War. Y'all get what I'm saying? Because they, at the end of their movie, you know what I'm saying, Doctor Doom was in a house. So I'm thinking the second Fantastic Four movie is going to be about them meeting up with Doctor Doom, wondering why he's like messing with they, you know, they're going to probably figure out some things and see why Steve Rogers is in their universe. Like, I'm thinking it's going to pretty much, this movie's going to pretty much tie up a loose end. You know what I'm saying? It's going to tie a loose end. That's what I think.
Because after Secret Wars, we're not going to really know what's going on. We know the same Fantastic Four team is transferring over to the new MCU, but what about Doom? That relationship with Doom and Reed needs to be there. So how they're going to do that, unsure, but I think the Fantastic Four 2 is a great way to address that. And now that it's a new universe, we're going to have a new Silver Surfer, a new Galactus, so they can come back as well in the future. So that should be pretty good. Now, Doctor Strange 3, that's one that should be coming as well. And I've talked about this before. I do think Doctor Strange 3 is going to be an incredibly important movie because I think in the new universe, maybe a lot of people don't remember what happened before Secret Wars, but I do believe there's going to be a handful of people that do remember. I think Doctor Strange is going to be one of those people, and it makes sense.
Yeah, I can see that.
So wherever he is, whether that be the Sanctum or he has a little base of his own, if he's not the Sorcerer Supreme, he kind of has something that helps him remember everything that happened before. And so when we visit Doctor Strange, we can see some maybe ancient relics of the previous universe. That way, it's not truly erased because we don't want it truly erased, right? We don't want.
You know what I also want too, bro? I want an Avengers movie that shows us the very first Avengers with Odin, the very first Black Panther, the very first Iron Fist, the girl. Bro, I want to, bro. Oh my, bro. They should make a Avengers movie about the very first Avengers. The movie should be called The First Avengers or something like that. You know what I'm saying? The old Avengers. The first Ghost Rider was on there too. Bro, yeah, bro. They have to do, if they're not gonna do no more Avengers movies, that's gonna have to do with stuff that's going on in the current time or future. They should do an Avengers movie about the very first Avengers, bro.
Phase 1 and Phase 6 to be erased. Well, maybe we want some things to be erased, but that's what they're doing after Secret Wars. That's what they're doing with Phase 7. They're going to erase the things that didn't work. We're going to use Secret Invasion. And they're going to keep some things that do work, like the Fantastic Four and Spider-Man, which we'll get to in just a bit. But another one is Black Panther 3. This is an interesting one because according to reports, and according to leaked concept art photo that we have seen, we're getting a new Black Panther in Avengers Secret.
This is a whole different picture than we saw the first time. The suit look hard. Yeah, I ain't even gonna cap, bro. Nah, if the suit look like, bro, Black Panther 3 gonna be hard, bro. Like, I don't know if y'all know, but I'm all about the outfits. You know what I'm saying? If the fit look good, you play good. You know what I'm saying? You look good, you play good.
Even before
this
that,
look way better.
Doomsday. We're unsure exactly when he comes, but it does look like a new one is coming. Now, it does seem like it's going to be a multiversal variant, but if that Black Panther survives the reboot, we will have a new Black Panther in the MCU. And if the universe kind of works the way that everyone thinks it's going to work, it's basically going to be as if that Black Panther was the Black Panther of that universe the entire time. So we should have a new T'Challa, a new Black Panther in the MCU.
So they just gonna skip out on the sun, bro?
Doom can relate to Black Panther as well because of vibranium. There's a lot of things they can do. There's a lot of things I hope they can do. They will do.
So it's just,
but we know that these projects are coming. And then Deadpool 4. This one's really interesting because I think this might be kind of a project that takes place outside of the main story of the MCU.
Deadpool 4 and Spidey.
Deadpool and Wolverine was a great movie to really kind of show us what's coming
Deadpool
from the
and Spider
multiverse.
4, I guess.
But Ryan Reynolds has already said he's working on a Deadpool 4. It's going to be an ensemble film, so maybe some X-Men get involved. Maybe it's the X-Force. Who knows? I did see some rumors that TJ Miller said that he's working on Deadpool, that Ryan Reynolds is working on Deadpool 4, and it's great. I don't believe that at all. I don't believe what he said because based on what we know, Ryan does not like TJ Miller, so there's no way he would know about a Deadpool 4. He wasn't even in the last movie when everybody...
Wait, Ryan Reynolds don't like dude who's talking... So dude, bro was just trolling. That's crazy.
Was returned, even though it was for a small part. Everybody returned but him. So I don't believe that report. I do believe it's going to be awesome. And Ryan Reynolds himself has confirmed Deadpool 4 is coming. So I don't doubt that. I just doubt that TJ Miller has...
Who's going to be in Deadpool 4? That's what I want to know.
A lot of people are going to be really excited about this one, myself included. The Midnight Suns. This is confirmed.
The Midnight Suns, bro. Bro, if we being honest, bro, this is damn near like an Avengers movie itself. You know what I'm saying? They just got a different name. They just darker. You know what I'm saying? I guess you could say. Midnight Suns, though, we do need something with the Midnight Ghost Rider, Moonlight, Blade, bro. Bro, we need this, bro. We need this. We need something grimy, bro. We need to see them find vampires and stuff like that. Whatever they fighting, bro, we need it, bro. Because these are the people that really put hands and feet on people, bro. When you really think about it, I wonder
Blade looks like we're not getting the solo Blade movie, but he's being pushed into the Midnight Suns, which was always going to be the case. But his debut is being pushed to the Midnight Suns, not a solo Blade movie. But we should get some really cool characters. I know people have been asking about Moon Knight Season 2. Perhaps we could get Moon Knight as a part of the Midnight Suns. I'd actually be pretty upset if we didn't. And perhaps that could lead to a Moon Knight Season 2 in the new universe. Fingers crossed.
Moonlight was a very good show.
All the awesome characters coming from the Midnight Suns. Can't wait. The next one is pretty cool too. The Defenders. Right? So the report actually tells us Marvel's Phase 7 will not feature a flagship Avengers movie. Instead, the focus will reportedly shift toward expanding the universe through specialized team projects. This new phase is set to highlight the Fantastic Four, X-Men, and the supernatural Midnight Suns, while also bringing back street-level favorites like the Defenders, with the inclusion of younger teams like the Champions and the Strange Academy show that was supposed to happen.
I forgot all about the
Defenders,
Academy, bro.
Are partially coming back right now in Daredevil Born Again. Jessica Jones is back. We've heard a lot of rumors that Iron Fist might come back. Luke.
Hey, how? I ain't watched nothing with Iron Fist in it past his show. Y'all let me know, did Iron Fist finally get the love he deserves? Because I feel like in his show, bro, it just wasn't enough. And I'm not even sure if I watched the entire show, bro. Because I'm pretty sure I watched the entire first season. But I don't remember how many, bro. All I know is, bro, I felt like Iron Fist should have been better. At least the show. You know what I'm saying? So I'm wondering, bro, when he's in other shows, does Iron Fist get the love he deserves, bro? You know what I'm saying? Y'all let me know, bro. Because if so, bro, I'll watch it. Because Iron Fist was low-key going to be one of my favorites. Only because he does Kung Fu, bro. I'm going to be real.
Cage might come back. It seems like eventually, maybe in Daredevil Born Again Season 3, everybody from the Defenders will be back. We'll have to wait and see. It's not confirmed, but that is seemingly what is going to happen. Plus, now we'll go into Spider-Man. So we're talking about Spider-Man and also Spider-Man 5, which could be the same thing or it could be different. We've heard that there's going to be basically a big street-level crossover film with the Defenders, with Spider-Man, who knows who else.
You think Punisher, it might be the Spider-Man Brand New Day?
I'm sure since he's in Spider-Man Brand New Day. And they're going to take on Kingpin and some other villains as well. I don't know if that's going to happen.
Are they all in the same universe?
Spider-Man after Brand New Day? Or if that's going to be a film of its own? Or if it's going to be like a Disney Plus show. But that's what we're hearing is going to happen. So the Defenders and Spider-Man, we know Spider-Man's making it past the soft reboot of the MCU. So yeah, really looking forward to that. Like the street level side. It's going to be really cool. Then the cosmic side and Nova. Nova, it seems like, I don't know if they've got the actor and they've filmed it already, but Brad Winderbaum.
Bro, I've been hearing about two people playing Nova, bro. I've been hearing about Timothée Chalamet I hope I said his last name right, bro. I hope I didn't butcher that. And I've been hearing about Joe Keery, bro. Those are two I've been hearing the most about playing Nova. You know what I'm saying? I've heard a little bit about Zolo, the one who played Blue Beetle, but then I was like, bro, that gotta be fake because he's already in DC. You know what I'm saying? But it's possible he could just jump in between, bro. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's pretty much the same. They're doing the same things, you know what I'm saying? Pretty much. But yeah, those are the two that I've seen that might play Nova. Is Joe Keery and Timothy Chalamet, bro. Y'all let me know which one of those y'all think would be best playing Nova this role. Or do y'all think somebody else completely different should play it?
The president of Marvel Television has already said, yeah, they're working on it. It's in development. It seems like it has been pushed back because of the whole Robert Downey Jr. appearing as Dr. Doom now, and them getting rid of Kang. Plans obviously change. We understand that. But it seems like Nova is one of those very specific projects that they knew that they were going to make happen. They started to make it happen. But just because everything happened the way it did, they had to delay it a little bit. But they're going to come back to it. And the cosmic side is something that Kevin
Feige said he really wants to explore in the MCU.
So Nova's coming, and reportedly, with Nova, we're supposed to get the Annihilation Wave as well. So Annihilus, which would be pretty dang crazy. An incredible villain that I hope they do well. And then, like was mentioned in the post, the Champions / the Young Avengers and Strange Academy. Strange Academy was another project that was inactive.
Bro, just seeing this right here, what the Strange Academy look like, it will be one of the most fire TV shows that Marvel ever put out, bro. Look at all these characters, bro. Just based on this, right, bro? Just based on the cover art, bro. Marvel can really do something with this, bro. It might cost them a lot of money though, because all these powers and it might cost them a lot of money for each episode, whatever the case. But this really does have, just based off the cover art, you know what I'm saying? I'm a little biased. Has very good potential to be one of their best TV shows, bro. It really do. I think they should make this a TV show, bro. Get a bunch of young actors and just go crazy.
Development at Marvel Studios that they
make this like
had to delay
a 3
just because of everything that happened.
Show, bro.
The Young Avengers, they were developing a Young Avengers or Champions project, but it doesn't seem like they really canceled what they were doing, but instead they shifted or they moved their story. Rather than doing a Disney Plus series, they actually put the story inside of Avengers Doomsday and Avengers Secret Wars. And from what we have heard, they actually have a pretty big role to play in Avengers Secret Wars. But after, they're probably going to be a team so Marvel and Disney can go after kind of the younger audience as well. I mean, they see how good Spidey and Friends and everything does as well. To have a little bit of a younger team, well, one, they just exist in Marvel, so they should exist in the MCU. It's really cool. They've set it up in a really good way. But two, it could really appeal.
Is this supposed to be Ironheart?
The younger audience very well. So that's what we know is coming. After all of this, and like I mentioned, maybe another X-Men film after, they do the first one as well. After all of this, after they establish these characters, then they can introduce the Avengers, because that's what they need to do here. They need to establish kind of everyone else, right? Doctor Strange 3, I think, is going to really be about what the new universe is. Black Panther obviously gives us a new Black Panther. The Midnight Suns is a bunch of new people, a part of that team. The Defender / Spider-Man, a bunch of new people. This is what
I'm saying. Like, I do kind of find it weird that they're not saying they dropping projects in between the Avengers movies, bro. Because I'm like, Secret Wars that everybody's supposedly going to pop up. But a lot of questions is going to be raised, like, bro, what was they doing before, like, they got here? You know what I'm saying? That's why I'm like, bro, I would think in between the Avengers movie, they would be dropping TV shows and or movies, bro. Which I think they should do, bro. But maybe they just, like, if we do that, it will be too rushed. So we're not going to do that. We'll just drop it after. And then those shows can be the shows that, tie up the loose ends, bro. Because, I mean, I'm pretty sure people will still watch a TV show, even if it takes time, like it takes place before the events that happen in Secret Wars, because it's a TV show,